Crossing, one stop at Cruz Carbonate. Kent Crossing, you remember Kent Crossing? We're live. We should get 1,000 subs for our channel this week. We're at 8 something. We said we're live on 8. 4. They don't have numbers, right? Cocksuckers. Cocksuckers. And good morning, everybody, and welcome to the second day of practice of the 2023 1/12 scale on-road worlds here at the Beachline RC Raceway here in Cocoa Beach, Florida. This is our first heat of the day. We'll have one round of 8-minute open practice, followed by 3 rounds of controlled/seating practicing, then the opening ceremonies. We'd like to thank you all for joining us this morning. We will be doing some audio tests, visual tests, and whatnot early this morning, so we really need your help out there in the online community. We are live on the Elite RC YouTube page, as well as the Elite RC Facebook page, and of course we are live on the Roar Racing Facebook page as well. As our cameraman gets adjusted, we are watching our first heat of electric track spec. These are 13.5 turn powered cars. This is the biggest class here at the Worlds this year. As you can see, the Beachline crew have made an absolutely beautiful track here, very big as well. The Elite Productions crew was here. That's Drew Trandell that we're currently following in that fluorescent yellow car. We were here a few weeks ago for the Florida Carpet Championships, where they actually used that spectator side of the track as well. And we are back here for this 2023 12 scale Worlds, the first Worlds since the last Worlds that they had was back in 2020 in the UK. So right now we're just watching practice. We will have the opening ceremonies later on today as well, which will be all live streamed. Then we have tomorrow we have another round of morning practice followed by Qs 1, 2, 3, and the concourse. Then Friday will be morning practice for 8 minutes. Then Q qualifiers 1, 4, 5, and 6. Then of course we'll have our finals and closing ceremony in banquet on this Saturday, December the 9th. If you can hear us out there, please say something in the chat. Don't forget to smash that like button as well. As we will be covering this from here on out. Now, we may not have moving cameras all day today, but definitely for the top heats, and we only have 2 heats of modified, so we'll definitely stream them. But racers from around the world have come here to Cocoa Beach to race this 112 scale on-road Worlds. I was walking around the pitch yesterday, meeting people, getting ready to know people. And we're currently on board with Joe Trandell, who's just out there throwing some high 13-second laps. TJ Bradley, one of the guys who works here, this is his home track, owner of True Form, coming from a deep on-road background, TJ, so this is his specialty, touring car, 12 scale, but loves his off-road racing as well. And this is the spec class, 13.5 turned motors. It was interesting to walk around and look at all the different types of cars that have been built and the different technology that they use, different suspension components. So I was able to go over and talk to Frank Calandra, and he explained a lot of stuff. You see Alexander Hagberg, who has become a good friend of mine, the doctor. He was showing the X-Ray car. I was over talking to Hefty, and he was showing me the Awesomatics car. The Schumacher car. I was talking to Ollie Payne and the Punisher, Mikhail Orlowski. So very tiny cars, but still lots of technology and lots of different things going on with them. And if you guys can hear us, please say something in the chat. We're on Facebook, YouTube, and we want to thank the Beachline crew for all their hard work. I know Kevin Ramos and Danny Chavez were the main guys that built this track. Okay. What's up, Chad Buckland? He says, volume a little low. I might crank it up a little bit because I can't scream into the mic like I usually do because at off-road races, because it's very quiet here. It's almost like we're watching golf. So let us know if that sounds a little bit better. What's up, Chad? Are you coming over to watch a little bit of the action later on this week? This is the last World Championships.
TJ is leader, solid white. Last car in line coming down the track.
3 minutes left.
So we're just going through our cameras. We will only have one moving camera.
Because we're not allowed on the driver's stand.
Hey, groundswell. Yes. Well, I mean, even I can't be too loud because this is a world championship and we can't have the drivers, even the RD has to just call out times and stuff like that. You know how I do when I get excited. Nitro racing kind of drowns out all of that. The drivers never hear me. So I don't want to be screaming into the microphone. Next thing you know, I'm causing some problems. So I'm going to have to talk very low and express my excitement in a certain way.
Only elite and pro are allowed.
But please, if you guys can go over to the Elite RC Productions Facebook page, give us a like over there as well. We are streaming through there. And the Raw page, yes, come on down, Chad. Come check us out. And we good to see you before I head out. Groundswell Racing, how are you, my friend? Good morning to you. Hope you guys are enjoying. If you're in the Florida area, come by and see some of the best 12 scale racers in the world participate. There you can see Mikael Reinhardt, Hagberg. That's three different companies, three top drivers in the world. Reinhardt and
Under a solid
Hagberg obviously being world champions.
down the back straightaway, second car in line.
Absolutely. Chad says Beachline has done a phenomenal job this winter with their big race presentation. Colored infields are such a nice touch. Absolutely. So this week it's gray, so they're still sticking to the silver and gray from the Florida Carpet Championships. As you can see, the banners around is absolutely beautiful. They have pulled out no stops when it comes to presentation here. Robbie's super happy. They got hats and shirts here as well. And we are absolutely pleasured, full of joy to be here for our Elite RC Productions first World Championship. So I'm here with Danny Paz, Patrick Rossiter, and Gene Strout Jr. on the cameras. Jonathan Bailey, lefty on the grind. Yes, the Elite RC Production on the grind. My first time ever witnessing this type of racing in person. I've watched it online a few times, so it's absolutely amazing to see. I was watching the modified cars yesterday. Hey, what's up, Sticks? How you doing? We see quite a few stick radios here this weekend. Sticks, lots of UK guys and European guys using the stick radios, especially the Schumacher guys. It was great to meet you and race with you at FCC.
No. Pleasure is a chassis. Yeah, I've run their cars before. I really like them.
Good job, good job. Now we'll see how we'll see how we can follow those modified super fast cars. I remember you was telling me you was thinking about coming down here and doing the championship, doing the world championship, but unfortunately real life happens and we can't play without doing the real work. But stuck in Wisconsin, is it cold in Wisconsin? It's actually a little bit chilly here in Florida today. But we are live. All right, so the 2023 Ifmar World Championships here at Beachline Raceway are brought to you by Sanwell, Somatics, Montec, Team EA Motorsports, CRC, Jacko, Pedal USA, Michael's RC Hobbies, RC America, Protec RC, SXT Traction Tonic, Traction Formula, and T2 Wire. Thank you all for the sponsorship. Thank you all for joining us. What's up, Derek? How are you, my friend? Good to see you this past weekend. You and the Angry Elf. Thank you all for the hospitality. I greatly appreciate it. Are you working today? We have Patrick Russell doing the directing and spotting for us. He's eagle-eyed, trying to figure out all these cars. A little bit different for us. No numbers on the cars, no defining paint jobs. So we have to really pay attention to the scoring and the loop. But I'm pretty sure by the end of the day, we'll have it all figured out. Monty Panzica, Justin Hangfeld, Rick Phil Sticker, Five Sticker, David Panther, Jess Ikinson, Peter Robinson, Dodd Mason, Chris Lockhart, Stephen McNichols, and Ryan Prince. Yes, so everybody is running spec tires. They're running the Jayco tires. As for the as for the motors, they are not running handbelt motors. They are running whatever motors they are. I see some R1s. I see. I have to go and check, but whatever these guys are sponsored by, they do not have to run a spec motor. But spec tires, they if you can see, but you can't see it on this screen. But over to the right, where the Bombshell Racing was, pits were at FCC sticks. So that's where they have like where you can come in and to check in, and then they have a saucing station and a tech station over there. So you go over there and sauce your tires. Immediately after you're finished any run, you pull into that little pit lane and you're put on that black table where your car is immediately weighed. So after your run, so Monte Pansica is out front. I believe he's this yellow car. Behind him, a beautifully painted pink and white car.
Can't have elaborate paint jobs due to weight.
Yep. So one thing, I was very surprised, new to this world, how many bodies these guys will go through. When we got here Monday afternoon after coming from the Fall Brawl, guys were busily painting their bodies with the least amount of paint they could possibly put on there. Everything's about weight with this class, minimum weight. We do see, like, I know Hagberg likes to run his specialized painted body, and we see that, but very minimum weight. These bodies do not, they're very lightweight, so one tuck, one wreck, they can wreck the bodies, so they have multiple of them. And Derek says, yes, sir, this weekend was a blast. I was stoked to make the A with the talent that was up there. I don't go into noon because we club race tonight. Awesome. I had a really great time at the Fall Brawl. There were some great battles between a lot of the regional pro guys. I mean, I literally lost my voice. So now Justin Hengfeld is out front. He is the pink and white car. So yes, the track is starting to come in. I was talking to, this is CRC carpet, so I was talking to Frank Calandra and the other racers. And now it's starting to form a groove with the sauce and the carpet laying down. It's going to be more consistent, more traction.
Yeah, the solid white behind. Well, wait a minute. I'm sorry. Yeah, the white.
GT12 seems to be getting more popular. Yes, absolutely, it's getting popular nationwide, to be honest. I think it would be great to see some scale-looking bodies out here racing as well. I think it would be a great class to add. It would bring in some entries. I believe it's gaining popularity in America. What's up, Peter? How are you? Peter he knows he races GT12, I believe, so he would know a GT I believe. But I would love to see a class with more scale-looking bodies and affordable. More, I wouldn't be. I mean, we're here. We have. I think we have 70, 80 entries altogether. It'd be great to see a GT12 class added, and I mean, there's plenty of time to do it. So.
Yeah, because this is technically called GT2.
Mm-hmm.
GT12 would be 21.5.
Nope, no David Spashett here. Nope, I have not seen him here. But we have Reinhard Hagberg, Ollie Payne, Ollie Jeffries, the Japanese guys. I can't remember pronounce their names at the moment. Then we have Mad Max and a couple other Europeans over here running the spec class. What's up, Peter? Hope you had a good time at Fall Brawl. Sorry we didn't get to hang out too much. Once I get behind that booth, I kind of get in my own world and I get busy. I do appreciate you bringing me a bratwurst when I was very hungry. Hope you had fun. I know you was kind of tucked away out there in no man's land camping. What's up, Joey Fisher? How are you, man? Joey Fisher just coming back from racing the EOS in Germany. I'm sure he had a blast. He's all about 13.5 and two-wheel drive now. It looks like Chris Lockhart and Ryan Prince are out. So from what I'm told, this is this track is very big for 12 scale, not what they're used to. And what It's really good. I was watching modifieds. You can hear the stock guys are able to almost go completely wide open at the end of the straightaway. The modified guys, you can hear the cars getting on the brakes as I was watching yesterday, and I'm enjoying it. I love all RC racing, and I
Standard touring car championship.
anything that has RC racing in it, I kind of geek out on it, and I can see why people geek out on this. Thank you,
X-ray.
John.
Probably X-ray.
I know. Who would have thought they would have seen me
X-ray
racing
also
pink
has
pinions?
has
But I enjoy 21.5. It was fun. I like carpet racing. I like to do it some more.
the one that I had was a
Like,
company
you know,
called
like to do a
Smart
little battle. We almost had a battle sticks,
Sound.
I think. Or did you make it right? No, I think you was in the man with me.
It was still a U-Haul.
But you was too far in front of me. I tried to catch you up, but then I had a lap that I'd want to forget. But I had an absolute blast. Every time I came off the driver's stand, I was smiling. The only person I could get angry at in that whole scenario was me, and I didn't even do that.
Third place
But I
is
had a
Peter
blast.
Robinson. I believe he's the solid white. Going on to the
So we have
bottom.
Justin Hangefeld, Monty Placinka, Peter Robinson, Rick Fieldsticker, Jess Jackson, Jess Saxon,
Solid white.
David Panther, Todd Mason, Stephen McNichols, Chris Lockhart, and Ryan Prince are out.
Right in front of
This
Devin
is a
Williams.
pretty big track. I would love to see some touring car go on this track. It would be awesome. But
Monty in front.
definitely. So right now we are following the yellow car is actually Monty, I believe. Yep, and behind him is Peter Robinson. So this is an 8-minute practice session. We will have 8-minute qualifiers as well.
He looks like one of those guys that
Joey says EOS is the way for multiple day races. You're going to have to tell me all about it after I get home. Joey Fisher. Patrick, you can sit down. Oh, never mind. Patrick is eagle-eyed, figuring out these cars. I'm wondering if they're going to have numbers on them tomorrow. Maybe. But this is our first heat, second heat of spec, sorry. 26 people watching. Hit that like button when you come in here, guys. Please share this as well.
Right. So just change the intro for the what is this, the new pace?
We are ready to race here at the
Do
2023
we want to do the transition?
12 scale onward worlds. This is our spec class. We will have one round of open practice, followed by 3 rounds of controlled slash seeding practice. Absolutely. Tamiya Euro Truck is also a blast. I agree with you. I like the scale looks of them. It's a great starter class. I think you're only allowed to put bushings in them and change the and glue the
Yes, he is.
sidewalls. Another great class for getting people into the hobby and into the sport. And I thank you for all your hard work. Well, I don't do it alone, sir. I have a very good team here that helps us with this type of stuff. And then obviously with the podcast, I'm going to have a lot to talk about when I get home.
And of course the
But
solid
thank you
white.
guys for all your support. I can't do it without you guys' support. And we can't do it without you guys' support as well. So we appreciate it here at Elite RC Productions. Shout out to Lance McDonald, who's
And this one,
at his real job today, not here with us this week. I know he misses us, but we have a cutout picture of Lance right here, keeping his eagle eye on us all. He'll be at the Exalt race this weekend, and we have Patrick putting it up to his face. I'm actually going to take that home for the podcast. Morning, gentlemen. How are you? But yeah, Euro Truck is absolutely, really a good, fun class for beginners and for everybody, to be honest, and the scale look of it. So I think that's key to getting more people into RC. I know coming from an off-road buggy and off-road type of existence where they are not scale, I believe when it comes to the on-road stuff, having this the to-look scale is one of the big attractions to getting new people into it. So, all right, there we go, Patrick. Oh, no, it has
Nope.
has full
There's
brawl
still
stuff
got
up
full
on it.
brawl on there.
All right, I was about to say I don't remember that person. That was full
Ryan
brawl.
Lutz is in this qualifier.
Ryan Lutz, yeah, I saw Ryan Lutz is going out to New Zealand in February.
Okay, I didn't know that.
All right, all right. So we're on. Lance McDonald says that Patrick guy is a bully. I think Lance misses us. All right, up next we have Robbie Dodge, Max Cunning, Raymond Darragh, Tom Frisching, Fabio Evangelista, Zachary Fuge, Alex Fournier, Jack Klober, Greg Fanganil, and Chris Carter. I will get these names down. I'm going to butcher them at first, but I will get them names down. Lance, we miss you. We wish you was her. And it feels weird not having Lance here, to be honest.
9, 2, 6, 4, 8.
There's our driver stand shot. We did plan on having a second camera on the driver stand, but we were not allowed to due to Ifmar rules. But we figured also with one camera we'd be able to capture all the action as these cars move so fast, especially these modified ones, that one cameraman will be sufficient. And we have various other cameras set up. We have a straightaway camera. Obviously we have an interview camera. We actually have an interview, a camera actually set up on the finish line for the officials. So it's very good. We're right up here. You can see us. We're right up here on this top of this thing. You can see the white screen. I'm behind that. I can't even see the actual track.
Okay, yeah, let me see who's here real quick.
So
All right, so Robbie Dodge is the race leader. I want to say
I would agree with you, Lance, but we'll save that fight for a different day. With new changes in Ifmar, well, I think we'll see the Raw president coming today, which will be Clayton Young. Be good to see Clayton. Have a chat with him. And we are following Robbie Dodge in that fluorescent orange car. Now, remember, I do not know what these guys drive. We will be going on to start doing some headshots as well. So we're planning on getting every single driver this weekend. So they will have their headshot. You'll know who's driving what. Well, not sorry, who is driving and their country that they're from. So the top North Americans coming into this in the modified class are Sam Isaacs, Kevin Hebert. Both of them coming off great performances at the U.S. Open a couple of weeks ago for Scotty's race up there in Cleveland. While I'm here, I'd like to say congratulations to Aaron Kaufman on his big two-wheel drive win this past weekend. Congratulations to him and his family. Great racing family right there. Always good to see them doing well.
Derek 58, Fournier 75, Fabio 38.95, Duke 39.25, Pershing 39.80, Clover 43.26, Greg 43.87.
I'm surprised you don't race this type of class, Joey Fisher. But we hope you are enjoying. Hope you will enjoy. We still have a lot of days of racing left to go. 6 rounds of qualifying. Six rounds of 8-minute qualifiers for everybody. Today they are running 10 car heats. So 10, obviously there will be 10 cars in each final. We'll have three, we'll have triple A mains for the A finals and double mains for all the rest of the finals. So drivers will get a plethora of track time here. As you can see, I mean, you can just about see it on the television, but actually in person you can see there's a nice groove forming in this carpet. And as you can see, that's how big this track is. I was told that usually 12 scale tracks are about this part of the track that we're following right now is actually would be where it will cut off. It'd actually be just about the size of the straightaway, and they'd probably turn where that cone is right there. That would be the max size of a 12 scale track that they've seen. So this is an immense track that they've built here at Beachline. Lots of interesting corners. We have that C corner, which is very challenging as well. Ooh, you see somebody getting it wrong. Beautiful curbing up there. It just allows these drivers to cut it very close to the line. There we see that Porsche Corsa gray car going through the chicane section. That is actually Max Cunning. He just threw it on a 13-2. Robbie Dodger from a 13-1. His fast lap is a 12-4.
The top three consecutive. That's how they're scoring.
So 37-7. I believe that the controlled practice is going to be their seeding rounds, top three. So he's currently on a 37-7 for his top three consecutive. Max Cunning on a 38-1.
Let him cross the line to confirm.
Yep.
Yes.
So this, we're going to follow our third place car because he has a two-turn body. That right in red car of Tom Frisching. So I was over there in the Automatics pit, in the X-ray pit, and I will tell you this, that the rivalry continues on here in on-road. Schumacher versus X-ray versus Automatics versus CRC. Then we have a few Roche guys here as well. But definitely the big rivalry here this weekend is between X-ray, Automatics, and Schumacher. I would say X-ray and Automatics have a big rivalry going on. And I think it's a mutual rivalry at the same time, so it's always good to see. We love this in racing. We saw the X-ray Schumacher rivalry at the Florida Carpet Championships. You know, over here in the USA, we have the Associated TLR rivalry that's been going on for many, many years. But over in Europe, it's X-ray versus Schumacher. But now you throw in Automatics in there with their innovative designs. And a good friend of mine is actually in charge of the distribution here, and he is loving this. So shout out to Hefty and the Mangler from Track Rats. They're here. They are wild. But please don't forget to hit that like, sub, and notification button on the Elite RC production. We have 839 subscribers. We'd really like to get up to 1,000 by the end of this weekend. That's where we'll be streaming a lot of our content in 2024. If you can, also go over to the Facebook page and smash that like button as well. Helps us out quite a lot. Hello, Magic McCoy Studio. Good morning, Lefty. How are you? How are you doing? I hope you are fine. Thank you for joining us. Don't forget to smash that like button as you come in. Sure, give us a share too. We want to get people in here. I know this class isn't as popular as off-road, but we'd still like to see people coming in and enjoying it and watching the coverage with us, because racing is racing, right? And as long as it's exciting, that's all that matters to us. I mean, this past weekend, we was watching a lot of regional pros at the Fall Brawl, and I will tell you that one of the most exciting races that I watched was between a good friend of mine and Patrick's and everybody here, Athastathopoulos, who absolutely won his Sportsman, was it Nitro E-Buggy? E-Truggy? Sportsman E-Truggy main on the, literally on the final corner of the final lap with by inches. And when I say it was exciting where I absolutely lost my voice. And it just goes to show it doesn't have to be top pro guys that make it exciting. It can also be just the regular guys out there doing racing their hearts out. And it was funny because after he finished racing, he just leaned over. He was so exhausted and so stressed out from that 10-minute final. But it was an absolute blast. It was,
3771,
it had a great flow to it. It ebbed and flowed the entire race, and it finished off of a very good finish. So we're expecting some good racing this weekend as well from the onward guys. I know this is a new genre for me. I very much welcome them having us here, and we look forward to bringing you some great coverage from the Beachline RC Raceway.
Turn your volume up just a little bit. Lance said you're still low.
Alrighty. So, like I said, we're just feeling out our volume and all that stuff.
Think Admiral, the walkie-talkie is very distorted. I can't hear what you're saying. Session number 4, guys. Marshals, take your slots, please.
All right, so up next we have Eric Anderson himself,
Walkie-talkie's not working.
possibly the or is the interim Ifmar president. Finally got to meet Mr.
Just press, you're gonna be changing camera 1 and 2, that's it.
Okay,
Camera 1 is him, and camera 2 that one, okay?
no,
That's it. I had the multi-view, so you don't know what.
that's all right.
Everybody's at the
Gene
grid
is
here.
1, straightaway 2. That's it. No,
Oh,
Start grid will go 6,
Gene
8,
is 1,
3,
overhead is 2.
9,
okay.
10,
All right, so I've been given
4,
some buttons to
1,
press. I'm
7,
excited.
2.
All right, Eric Anderson, Michael Bolt, Brian Yuka, Jucha, Cody Burke, Mark Calandra, Tim Kopp, Jorge Rodriguez from Colombia, Michael Bird, and Nathan McNichols up next.
9,
Absolutely, Lance. That was a great race. I remember you freaking out over it too. Great race. Lots of great racing this past weekend. So I got to play with some cameras. There we go, our moving camera. Let's see on our. Let's follow this pink car as he comes down the straightaway. There we go. So we are following, I believe that pink car is Eric Anderson, a very accomplished on-road racer here. I don't know much about him, very quiet gentleman, but from what I'm told, he is an accomplished on-road racer. Was recently over in Japan for the 1/8 scale on-road championships over in Japan about a month ago for a big Ifmar meeting as we had the changing of the guard in the Ifmar Federation, which is always good to see, getting some new faces in there, new ideas.
25 minutes from
So
now.
we're looking for,
Shots begin at 9.
we're hoping that that leads to some more participation, more everything, as we've seen a great increase in roars, accountability, and clarity, and dealing with raw members this past year. Great job by Clayton Young. Not sure what time he's getting here. Let me shoot him a message, see what time he'll be here. So for myself, this is my 5th race of the year, as well as Gene, not of the year, of the last month. Gene and Danny and I, and Patrick, he wasn't here for the Florida Carpet Champs, but Lance was. So Danny has done 5 races. I've done 5 races. Gene has done 5 races. This will be my last race of 2024. Then I go home
Rodriguez 40-14, Bird
to the family, and we do it all over again. Start all over again in January. We have been busy, 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 but none of that is possible without you guys, without all of you guys support out there that support the NNRC podcast and the Elite RC production crew through the fundraisers that we do. The Florida RC Championship. Shout out to all my Floridian RC family. Good to be back here in Florida again at Beachline, one of the most beautiful facilities that I've been to when it comes to carpet. Robbie has done an excellent job here. Danny Chavez and Kevin Ramos and all the guys here who really put all, even just the club members that contribute quite a lot to this race track. You know, they have a very healthy, beautiful facility, a nice small hobby shop down below that carries a good bit of racing stuff as well as bashing. So
5 minutes left. Still got Anderson at that 37.90. Juke and Bolton.
it's always our pleasure to be here. Magic McCoy says that pink car looks dialed.
Vertical entry in the 40s.
Morning, sir. Yes, sir. Well, it can go to, yeah, they have to look up Elite RC Productions on YouTube. It's on YouTube, or they can go to Elite RC Productions on Facebook, or Raw Racing on Facebook. We're trying to get it to Ifmar Facebook, but we need to get control of that. Huh? But it's on Raw. Maybe we can get it. I don't know if you want to get it to Afra somehow. So if you can, just he's the guy who can do it, Danny. Danny, they want to get it to Afra's Facebook as well.
4 minutes left.
But you can share the YouTube feed there for now. So if whoever's got control of the Afro Facebook page, look for Elite RC Productions on YouTube and they can share that. No problem, sir. All right, so Eric Anderson's still up front. He is on a 37.9. That's currently going to put him second overall if this was for something. But it's just practice right now, so they've got their cars dialed in. We've been following this whole time in that, excuse me, fluorescent pink car. This is race 4 of 6. We got 2 more heats of the spec class. And we get to the creme of the creme, the very fast modified class. Let's follow these cars as they come down the straightaway. Absolutely. It's very interesting to see the different suspension aspects of these cars. Like the CRC car doesn't actually have any shocks. It has springs and oil-filled dampers, like a one oil-filled shaft. It's very similar to what you would use on street bikes to stop head shake. And then on the front, they had very small oil-filled capsules for the front shocks, and very different than you see. The X-Ray car has a whole shock. And they use grease on the front end, and then of course the Automatics cars has that front dampening. I forget what they're called, but what they see they use, like where they have weight there and it moves up and down as a shock. So interesting stuff. Always good to see this type of stuff. You know, a lot of people ask why we can't see this on off-road, and I just think it comes down to off-road just takes a lot more abuse, jumps and bumps and dirt and everything else compared to on-road. So on-road's able to do a lot of things that you probably would love to see in off-road, but just it just doesn't add up to make sense or whatnot in off-road. But I'm sure as we go and things develop and materials develop and technology develops, you'll start to see a lot of the on-road tech probably migrate over to the off-road stuff. You'll see. What do you guys think in the chat? Will we see things like that coming up in the future? So I'm here looking at some history of the 12 scale worlds, And the first 12 scale Worlds was actually run in 1982 in Anaheim, California. And Kent Clausen, man, that is a name, a blast from the past. I remember Clint when he was with HBI. He won the Super Stock Electric Stock class with an associated RC12i. And then Arturo Carbonell won with a Delta Super Phaser Delta Igarashi 05. That was with the modified. Then we saw this again, once again, happen in 1984. An electric in Hemming, Denmark. Bud Bartos won that. Tony Neisinger, another legendary name in RC, he won the modified class. Then 1986, it was in Las Vegas, Nevada, and they only had a modified class, and Tony Neisinger won that again. That was held at the Tropicana Hotel. 1988 was Masami Hirosaka in Baum. Looks like that's Holland. So 12 scale, the second oldest class being run in World Championships. So it was 1/8 scale Sport IC. So basically 1/8 scale on road from 1977 to 1981. Then 12 scale was the first electric class to run, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. And the last time that they run this was in 2020 in the UK. I'll find out exactly where it was in the UK. It was Andy Murray who won it. And Mark Reinhardt and Milton Keynes. Yes, because they had this, I remember now. I was watching this the other day. They had this inside the mall at Milton Keynes. There was thousands of spectators watching, so that was always good for the sport. That's where they're going to have the British GP coming up, I believe, in March. Oh, wow. So Peter Bartel says, Tony Neisinger is still racing. I see him at tracks in the Carolinas. Oh, wow. That's awesome. Peter is a big on-road guy in the Carolinas, so he also gives me a lot of information about the on-road class. All right, so up next, we have Heat 5 of 6. Mark Stiles, who actually is, I believe he works in the Formula One industry for Mercedes, McLaren Mercedes. Jason Engel, Alex Robertson, Rene Hahn, Yari Tasquilla, who came up to me and says he's the American JQ, American Finnish version of JQ. We had a great chat. Stefan Heuss, Liam Tyrrell, Tim Jansen, Marco Meguni, and Marcelo Galli. So it looks like we have the UK, America, UK, Poland, Finland, UK, Holland, and Italy here. So this is your penultimate heat of the 12 scale electric track spec class. So this is 13.5. Right now, the time, 3-lap time to beat is a 37.7 set by Robbie Dodge. So as we come up, these are our fast races. They did get some sorting yesterday. I want to thank you all for joining us. Is there anybody out there? We got one person watching on Facebook and 3 people watching on the Raw Facebook. Say hello to us, please.
3 on the phone. Everybody else, when I call your number, less than 5.
So let's see. Oh, we got some awesome addicts in there.
1,
That's Mark Stiles. We'll follow him.
8, 9, 7, 10.
All right, so Mark Stiles out in that pink and white Awesomatics. Hello, Daniel Kearney, not on FaceUp, but hello from Perth, Australia. Hello, guys. How are you? You guys had a Nationals a couple months ago. Very dramatic down there. 1/8 scale Nationals. So you had another National or another race this past weekend. Raymond Kerr, great coverage lefty. Shout out to the Elite RC Productions team. Good to see 12th scale getting some love. Watching from Scotland. Well, thank you for joining us. Alex Robertson in Scotland, local fast boy. Well, let's see if we can find him for you so you can see him run around. I'll try to find him here on the track and let our cameraman know. So let's see if I can find him. All right, Gene. Let's try and find this Scottish lad, Alex Robertson. He's coming across the straightaway. I think it's that blue car.
6 minutes left. After 2 minutes, Mark Styles is the fastest top 3:38.19. Get on to the 65, Stefan Boyd at 38.90. Angle 92. 40, Sport Tyrell, Fastella, and Robertson.
There's a blue and green car there. Yeah.
Styles again with that 38.19. Could skip himself up to 4th right now. Quickest lap is by Mark, 12.5.
No, I'll turn it off now. Yeah, I think it's in. Let me just make sure. No, no, it was going to come on the straightaway. Absolutely not. Yep, green and blue. All right, so just for our Scottish viewers, here is Alex Robertson. I believe that's his color, the green and blue car coming down the straightaway. Yep, that's him, representing Scotland. Oliver Butnick is going on, cheering on Osomatics. Kenny Clark is tuned in to support Alex Robinson from Scotland. So what part of Scotland are you guys from? I want to go to Scotland badly. Got close. Got to Newcastle. Not too far. Well, we are following Alex Robinson, and he got a little bit of curse of the camera just now. Thank you to our cameraman, Gene Strout Jr. He's eagle-eyed and was able to catch Robinson, who's currently in 5th. Jason Angle out front, who's currently on a 38 flat. Nobody going faster than Robbie Dodge's time. His mechanic was actually the tech guy at the Masters of Dirt a few months ago that we all attended. No star from Tim Jensen, Marco Micuni, or Marcelo Galli, so maybe they're not here yet as well. Some people just showing up today. Oh no, so Alex is pulling over, unfortunately. Okay. Just probably doing some settings in his car. We saw yesterday some guys having 2 cars and switching cars mid-practice. Oh no, so Alex out there having some issues or just trying to change some settings in his radio. Let's see him go again. All right, so seems to be okay. Maybe just changing some settings in his radio. I'm not familiar with that, so maybe somebody out there in the chat can tell me what he's probably doing to his car. When I get a chance, I'll go down and ask them. But a big contingent from the UK over here. Obviously, we have Mark Styles, Liam Tyrrell. This is what I love about the World Championships. We always get to see people representing their countries. And, it really makes a difference. It comes down to, yes, we have brand pride. People want to represent their sponsors and their brand. But then it also comes down to country pride as well. So it's always good to see. Yep. All right, so Oliver says maybe changing the dual rate of the EXO. Yeah, maybe turning that down a little bit. A little bit too twitchy for him out there. That I could feel that. I had to do that with my 21.5 when I was racing here. It was a little bit too aggressive. Yeah, we're gonna go around and probably try to talk to people. We got a lot of time today. Today we're gonna be doing some headshots so we can get everybody's headshot in there. And so basically when we're watching this person, you'll see their name come up as well as a picture of themselves. So we're gonna work on that next. We're gonna go out and get some interviews. Definitely want to talk to Mark Styles and the English guys. Obviously also some of the top guys. I was talking to Ollie Payne yesterday. And, obviously finally getting to meet Alex Hagberg, we have become good friends over the years, but we finally got a chance to meet. So, what's up, Larry Tom? Track spec is actually 13.5. So they're running 13.5 motors in these cars. That's just what they call it for the Ifmar categorization. Hello, Bjorn, how are you? From Germany. Guten Tag. I met Mad Max yesterday from Germany as well. Of course, Reinhardt. I met him. Said, hey, Reinhardt, I need to get you on the podcast. Oh no, Alex having some issues there, so Alex gonna take that next couple of sessions of practice to work out these bugs that he's having. But we got his support from Scotland here. Now we're gonna follow this orange car for a little bit, who I will see who it is when they come across the line. It is Liam Tyrrell, so we have another UK citizen out there. We got 24 seconds left in this race. Now, like I said, nobody going faster than the current TQ, even though this is practice, of Robbie Dodge with a 37.7. With Jan Rathsky as well. Okay, I will try. We're gonna do a walkabout as well. We have a mobile camera. We're gonna try and walk about and go talk to people. Obviously, we have the opening ceremonies coming up as well. It would be nice to go out and talk to some of the drivers during that. As we go on, we're trying to get every single driver's headshot out there, so we know everybody here. I want to thank you all for tuning in. Please don't forget to share. If you're watching this on Facebook, if you're not, you can go over to the Elite RC Productions Facebook page. Give us a like over there. Don't forget to smash that like button while you're in here and give us a share. We will be giving you guys all the coverage you deserve for the next few days. We are truly honored to be here and bringing you the 2023 12 Scale World Championship. He's sitting with the X-Ray guys. Okay, I was over with the X-Ray guys yesterday. I'll just go over and ask who is Jan Raski. I might probably talk to him, I think. Is he here with a wife or daughter? Then I probably did speak to him yesterday. All right. Speaking of Germany, here's Max Matchler, the Mad Max, Andrew Knapp, Matthew Vara, Morgan Williams, Mike Haneluk, a.k.a. Hefty, Stephen Radecki, Jeff Dager, Stuart Cartwright, and Dan Meyer and Gerald Elias. I believe they are from Australia. Yes, that is the Australian flag. White stars means Australia. Red stars means New Zealand, if I remember correctly. This is our last heat of the electric track spec, and then we'll go into our 2 heats of modified.
And number 6, I will ask Liam Tyrell to take 6, please. Liam Tyrell, 6. These guys are ready to go.
Hefty Jesus is definitely in this. Got me some. He's that yellow car right there. That's Hefty Jesus right there.
7, 6, 3, 8, 9, 10. And drivers, please go when your number is called. There'll be 2 on the zone. Everybody else want to call your number?
Oh, I know. I watched him a lot yesterday. There's Max Matchler. There's our top seed, top guy in practice. We'll follow him for a little bit. 8 minutes of practice. Mad Max currently on tap. That orange and white car. He gave me some stickers too. Send it. Mad Max. MXLR Racing. Ooh, he definitely sent it just now. Andrew Knapp in that blue and green car.
Driver headshots will be starting in about 4 minutes. Again, this is for the Elite RC broadcast. Please make sure you guys
Daniel Kearney says, nice, Dan. And Jared repping Australia. Awesome. That's a long flight for the Australians. Coming all the way over here to Australia. Wow. I call Florida the Australia, the Australia of America, because they have alligators, crocodiles, snakes, and lots of things that can kill you. Very similar to Australia. So we are still following Mad Max and Andrew Knapp, who are going back and forth for that top spot. They are currently, neither of them are beating Robbie Dodge's time of a 37.7. No, actually, Max is actually on a 37.5, so he will pip Robbie Dodge. Ooh, Mad Max is looking pretty. Ooh, really racy out there at the moment. So well done, Mad Max. I think we're going to be in stock for a great battle here in the spec class. Mad Max car is flying out there. I think that is. Nope, that's not Hefty. Hefty has like a banana yellow. A almost week-old banana-colored car. Danny Curtis says, even Australians shake our heads hearing about Florida man and their exploits. Florida's a great state. But they see, oh, Max got into some traffic. Got it punted over there. But that's this, luckily this is practice. And speaking of Mr. Clayton Young, he's here.
And now Morgan Williams jumping in at 38s as well,
Hello, sir.
along with Radecki.
I thought you was going to be racing.
Cartwright 39.94, Monroe
This is your
40E,
thing and all that.
Gerard Elias 43.38.
Who's that? Javier. Oh, he was supposed to come over here? Why? Oh, well. So you was going to race? Okay, so now you. So you're gonna be lay. Are you gonna be doing the laying on the hammer of people? Oh. How about laying on the hammer on Ifmar? I'm not letting us have a damn camera on the driver's stand. Ifmar. They would not allow us to put a driver's thing up there because we was planning to have two cameramen. But it's too late now. Well set up. But that's something to think of for the. Huh? I know. Well, I think it was, what's his name? Tim was the one that told Danny that he couldn't do it. That's cool. I'm not. Yeah, there we go. I'll tell you what, it's pretty cool. I've never seen this in person, so it's really cool to watch. So I was walking around. Oh my gosh, Hefty is incredibly funny. I was like, Hefty is day one. I don't care.
On the halfway point, still Juan Clarinet in the 37s.
How? I'm muted.
38-second Brandon Grammar includes Vera Williams, Hanging Like a Dagger, and Radecki. Cartwright in the 39s, Maher in the 40s, Elias in the 42s.
All right, so we are back. Max Matchler is still out front. And I was just talking about our second camera that we wanted to put up, but wasn't allowed to. But it's all right. I think it's working out with one camera. And we are following Matthew Vara and Morgan Williams, both representing the UK. This is your spec class, last heat of spec, the popular class here. Will we see GT12 here at some point? Is GT12 a viable class? No, says our president, says world president. But this is pretty cool. I like it.
I don't like that white and blue nap is holding up Mockler.
Max, Mad Max just got by him. That was a great pass. He's actually not. He's gonna pip these guys with a 37.5. He's gonna set the best time here with 2 minutes and 38 seconds left to go. So he's the one that's gonna challenge Robbie Dodge.
That's good to know. I'm going to have to break that up.
Max Matchell, Andrew Knapp, Matthew Vara, Morgan Williams, Stefan Radecki, Mike Hanaluk, Jeff Dager,
Coming up on the
Stuart
60 minute
Cartwright,
mark, drivers, and 2 to
and
go.
Australians Jan Meyer and
2 minutes left.
Gerard Elias, 67 people watching. Don't forget to share this, everybody. 13 likes out there. Don't forget to hit that sub button on the Elite RC Productions page as well.
Mockler, Knapp, hold still with 2 drivers here in the 37s. Vera, Williams, Radecki, Hanulek, Dager, all under their 39-second bracket. Stuart Cartwright in the 39s, and Maher and Elias. Reminder, drivers, as of CP1, you must be tech compliant, so you're going to be going to tech for your practice sessions. Please make sure all of your bodies have car numbers as well. So again, drivers, we will start teching as of control practice round number 1. This is the final round of free practice. So please make sure your cars are tech compliant. Thank you. 45 seconds left. Mockler at 37.58 will be fastest of the top 3s. Knapp's going to try and be 3rd. They're at 8th. Williams 10th. Radecki and Juka tied for 11th. 30 seconds left.
All right, so we have 30 seconds left. Max Matchler, fastest lap of a 12.442. So Max out there, he is the toast of the town. Ooh, what a beautiful white, yellow, and blue car we have. And he is going to pip Robbie Dodge right now for 37.5. Thank you for the sub from Matt Larson and Bjorn Holland. Thank you. I hope I'm saying the Bjorn.
So everybody's called done, drivers.
We greatly appreciate it. We need 161 more subs to break that 1,000 sub division. So hopefully we get that this weekend.
All drivers are finished. And that's going to do it, guys.
That's going to be all our drivers. And Max Mochler takes the fastest practice run, followed by Robbie Dodge, Andy Knapp, Eric Anderson, Jason Engel, Max Cunning, Mark Stiles, Matthew Vara, Tim Frisching, and Morgan Fillion is your top 10. So well done to these drivers. As you know, racers don't want to lose anything, including practice. Thank you also to Raymond Kerr for the sub. We greatly appreciate it. If you're watching us on Facebook, go over to that Elite RC Productions YouTube page, hit that sub button. We're bringing you this.
Please visit Tony Rumpel in the X-ray pits. That'll be off the back.
We'll start our headshots coming on. Bjarn says, it's quite okay. Nobody outside Denmark pronounced my name correct. No problem. But thank you for the sub nonetheless, Bjorn. Up next, we have Jan Rathaski from Germany. Somebody was looking for him. Kazuki Yamashita, Andrew Cook, Kyle Rumpel, Chris House, Martin Sorley, and Stuart Mason. So we have Germany, Japan, Australia, America, UK, Norway. I believe that's Norwegian flag. Yep, I believe so.
Please report to the back straightaway podium when you're ready for your headshot.
Red with a blue cross, similar to the Finnish class flag with a white and blue cross. No problem. Thank you, Bjorn. We can't do it without you guys' support. Thank you for coming in and supporting the 12 scale worlds. We appreciate it. We can't do it without your help either. All right, so this is our first heat of electric track mod. This is going to be the fast, guys. And I think we're going to try to follow Jan Rathusky because we have a German guy, German spectator, and he wants to see him. So we'll follow the first car off if we can, please, Gene.
Again, 251637.
Hello, Scotty. How are you? Congratulations on the successful
Your number, less than 5.
U.S. Indoor Championships. Now, I hope you're taking some time off. Also, on getting Ryan Lutz out to the first ABC race in New Zealand. Looking forward to that. Congratulations on that. I think Lutz will enjoy New Zealand. The great Scotty Ernst in the house. I hope you are taking a break because you have been busy this year. But great job at the U.S. Indoor. Well done to the Kaufman family, too, getting that two-wheel drive win. I know that was big for them. Emotional, I suspect. Wow. So Jan out there in that black and red car. Let's see who this is in that white car as they come across the line. That is Kazuki Yamashita.
Quite a way to learn the track for your first time out. Just
That all-white car.
and see how it runs.
So this is your first heat of the mod class. Significantly faster than our spec class.
7 minutes left.
And if you're standing out there, you can hear them just getting on the brakes as they come into that tight right-hander at the end of the straightaway. And Yamashita currently out front, looking to set a 34.4 pace. Going through the C section of the track, C segment, through that S turn onto the straightaway are following Kazuki, but out front is Jan Rathowski.
1 and 2, but there is no delay going into
Hey, Gene, can we find the black and orange car?
be prepared, spec drivers.
Yeah, it's a two-turn car.
Okay, no delay.
It's coming on the straightaway now,
CP1. So spec drivers,
I
please
think.
be prepared. Please, thank you.
Well, he's coming. He's just going to come on the straightaway now.
Number 7.
There he is. Came across the loop. There we are with that white and black. I apologize, Gene, is white and black. Yep. All right, so we are now caught up with Jan Rathowski. I hope I'm saying his name right. One of the German spectators was asking about him. He is currently on a 34 flat as he comes across the loop with 11.7 lap time. These cars are absolutely flying at the moment.
Fastest right now is Jan Rathowski, 34.02.
As he comes through that C segment of the track, through that lots of chicanes, lots of S sections here, some more profound than the others. And that very fast 180 at the end of the rounded 180 at the end of the track. I think these guys have done an excellent job in building a very challenging track for these drivers. So it's Jan Rathowski, Kazuki Yamashita, Kyle Rumpel, Stuart Mason, Andrew Cook, Chris House, and no start from Martin Sorley. He might not be here yet. Daniel Kearney, how's it going? Scotty, have you let the cat out of the bag about the Brisbane AOC meet scene? Oh, that's the one in Australia. Ooh. Some secret stuff coming out there. But super happy to see Ryan Lutz going to that race. Was with Ryan Lutz this past weekend. Always a good chat with Ryan. Great ambassador, good person, and I think he's going to enjoy New Zealand. Maybe he'll go chasing down the thylacine as well. There might be some sightings of that non-extinct creature there. But welcome, Scotty. Hope you're enjoying the coverage. Hope you're relaxing, because you, like I said, you have been busy. We got to be with Scotty at the Masters of Dart earlier, a couple months ago, and at Beach RC for a great race. Really enjoyed the 1/8 scale worlds as well in Japan. Beautiful facility that Kenji has built over there.
3 minutes left.
And some great racing. Really enjoyed Charlie Swanka's walkabout. Him and Ken Stout on the microphones was excellent as well.
On the back straightaway, near the podium backdrop.
And Scotty was running the show. He was busy, busy, busy.
Headshot.
All right, so Jan throws down an 11.6 just now. He has a fast lap of 11.287. Behind him, Yamashita of 11.347. Yamashita is 2/10 back. Kyle Rumpel, Stuart Mason, Andrew Cook, Chris House. So no start from Martin Sorley. Don't know if he's here or not. Like I said, some racers coming in today, so he might be here or might not. Might have just gotten here this morning. Chad Kaysen, track layout looks great. Absolutely. Kevin Ramos and Danny Chavez made a great track. They're telling me about it at the Florida Carpet Championships. Apparently it's a very big track for 12 scale. So as we get up into some of the upper echelons of the mod track class, we will see some of the fast racers. Obviously, in the very top heat, we have the drivers like Ollie Payne and Hagberg, Reinhardt, a plethora of other fast 12 scale drivers. Ooh, I hope they warned all the visitors that there's a SpaceX Starlink launch scheduled for tonight at 11 p.m. Yeah, we've seen, there was, the first time I came to Florida Carpet Champs, there was a launch as well. So you can hear it and you can see it if it's a clear night. It's not too far from here. So it'd be good to see. Thank you, Knocking Futz. Come on, guys. Don't forget to smash that like button as you comment. Helps us out a lot. Also, if you can hit that sub button on the Elite RC Productions page, help us get to 1,000 subs.
Still no changes. We have Rathaiski, Yamashita, Mason, Rumpel, Cook, and House. Fastest three is Rathaiski.
RD is Jared Barden.
30 seconds left.
Races a lot of top scale. There's a lot of race calling up there in the Northeast for lots of races. So he's here keeping the show going. We have the EFRA officials as referees to our right with a screen in front of them to watch for any protests or anything that they need to watch. And of course we have the Raw officials here. Clayton just coming in to make sure things are going smoothly. But so far everything is smoothly, but the racing hasn't started yet. We know once the racing starts, that's when things starts going a bit awry. Oh, wow. Falcon Heavy with a 37B test vehicle planned for the 10th. No time listed. Oh, that's the day I leave, actually. So that's another launch, apparently, that we're going to have here.
Drivers are finished. And everybody
Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. We appreciate you tuning in as well. All right, so Jan Rathowski with a 34 flat, followed by Yamashita, Stuart Mason, Kyle Rumpel, Andrew Cook, and of course Chris House. No show for Martin Sorley, so not sure what happened to him.
Marshall number 4 would be great. Any volunteers? Or if I could call upon maybe some Ifmar staff, track staff, just somebody to grab cone 4, that'd be great. Thank you, guys.
Up next is our second heat of the 12 scale mod class. We have Kemp Anderson, Kevin Hebert, Colton Kiefer, Renee Doctor, JB Katrakala, Elias Skrabalowski, and Yashuiga Yaganasawa. Just making sure I get that right. What's up, Joseph? How are you? Good morning to you, sir. Hope you're feeling better than you was during the weekend of Fall Brawl. Thank you for joining in. Hello, Math Phil. How are you, man? This is all you, Phil. I know you love 12 scale and on-road racing. Who would ever thunk I would be at a 12 scale Worlds? I know I never would have thought that. What's up, good buddy?
Cars, take your spots, please. Stuart Mason, cone 7 is going to be, I believe, right next to the driver's stand. Yes, sir. Just be careful. Crossing. 1 minute to the start of the race. Thank you, guys.
Uh,
45 seconds to the start of the race.
all right, as they go out for their warm-up, this is the penultimate heat of the mod class. Absolutely, my voice is back.
4,
Uh,
7, 5,
oh, them fast, them great races we saw out there, man. They strained my voice.
seconds to the start of the race.
I actually
4, 7,
probably
5,
didn't talk much for the
1, 6, 3.
first day because I just let my voice relax.
Can I call your number?
But I'm feeling better. I'm excited to be here watching some 12 scale racing.
7, 5, 1.
All right, so that's Kemp Anderson we're following. We're going to drop back and let's follow Heber. He recently won the U.S. Indoor Champions 10 scale class that Scotty had in Ohio. It was 2 weeks in Ohio. He had the on-road first and then followed by the off-road side of things. Right now we're following Kemp Anderson, who is the son of E.A. Anderson, I believe, Eric Anderson. I was told to watch out for him, that he's pretty fast. And he goes out there with an 11.099. Wow. So Kemp Anderson out in there, that Corsa, I don't know, I like to say it's Corsa gray or blue. Aqua, very pale aqua blue car. Out there throwing on an 11.6. He's currently on a 33.9 pace, his consecutive lap. Behind him, Kevin Hebert, Rene Doctor, JB Katrakala, Colton Kiefer, Elias Shabalowski, and no star from Yana Gizawa. So we are currently following Mr. Kemp Anderson, the son of Eric Anderson. You can see just behind him that green car is Kevin Hebert, who's in second. Ooh, wow, that sounded like a hectic crash there. Oh, that was close. He literally went right up on the curbing. So Anderson pulling over. Let's find Kevin Hebert. All right, so we are on board with Kevin Hebert, who changed his car. So we did see that yesterday in practice where racers would go out there with two cars, one car with one setup and another car with the other. So he is now out there with his race colors on. Hebert, your 2023 U.S. Indoor Touring Car Champion. Won it 2 weeks ago. So coming off a good high. Hagberg and Sam Isaacs and fast guys are there as well. And Hebert throwing on an 11.4. He's on an 11 on a 34.2.
34.8, keeper 35.59.
Currently good enough for fourth overall
Catcher Keller
if this was a
35.81.
seeding round. So Hebert representing Quebec. He's from Quebec, Canada. Been a long time on-road racer. Finally got a chance to meet him as well.
Now with 33.35.
He's still feeling out this track as we see that white car getting a big wrong going through that S section chicane. Kemp Anderson back on the track now, so I think he switched over his car. We got 3 minutes and 56 seconds left to go in this race. In this practice session, I should say. Hebert carving some tight lines now. Colton Kiefer in third. JB Katrakala. Rene Doctor. Elias Shabalowski. And no star from Yoichi Yanagazawa. Hello, David Spashit. Someone was just asking if you was here. Good morning to you, sir. I need to get you on the podcast, a legend like yourself. So,
3 minutes left.
tuning in from the UK, I hope everything's well over there. Winter time in the UK. Oh, it's very brisk and chilly.
No changing in the order. Anderson still 33.35. Hebert 34.21. Keeper 35.59. JD 35.81. Doctor at 36. Elias at 37.
So Kemp Anderson, Kevin Hebert, Colton Kiefer, your top five. Kemp setting that pace of a 33.3. Jan Raspberry from the previous with a 34 flat. Kevin Hebert with a 34.2.
2 minutes left.
We got 2 minutes left. I'm laughing at the comments by Elite RC Productions. Let's hit that sub button. Let's get to 1,000 subs. Kevin Hebert in that green, white, and red body. Kemp Anderson back out on the track, who is the fastest of these people. I don't know which car is his. I think he changed over cars as well. We only got, looks like 5 cars running at the moment. Like I said, we did see drivers pull over and switch cars. So they have complete other cars set up. As Danny Paz and Patrick Rossett are busy getting some headshots of racers.
Everybody's pretty much leveled off right here. It's Anderson, Hebert, Kiefer, Kaczmarkala, Doctor, and Skoblowski. Final session should be ready to go. That's race number 9. Again, there is no break from this practice round 5 to control practice round number 1. It'll be the same order, same car numbers. We'll just, again, start based on the finishing order of the last practice round.
All right, so Hebert going to pull it over. 26 seconds left to go, but nobody pipping Kemp Anderson for his fast lap of an 11 flat. 11.012 and a 33.351 3-lap consecutive average. So well done to Kemp. Can that hold on to the next round of fast guys? Absolutely. The glamour shots. All right. So that's going to end this round of, this heat of practice for this heat 2. Up next, heat 3. Don't go anywhere. These are the fast guys. Coming up next, we hope you are enjoying the coverage brought to you by Elite RC Productions. We want to thank Beachline and for having us here this weekend. We got 89 people, 91 people watching. Don't forget to hit that like button as you come in as well. And if you haven't hit that sub and notification button, we see Mark Reinhardt, Hagberg, the Punisher,
Reminder,
Ollie
drivers,
Jeffries.
going into control practice, there will be tech procedures done, so expect
All right, so
race one
control
to come
practice
through
after
thinking
this.
about that here pretty shortly. Again, we are teching for all control practice.
All right, so we have Ollie Payne on point, Mark Reinhardt, Michael Orlowski, Hayato Ishioka, Alexander Hagberg, Sam Isaacs, and Donnie Leah as these drivers get ready for their warm-up.
You guys have to plan for it. Poor planning on your part does not constitute an emergency on the tech department's part. So again, please make sure your tech guys are ready to go to tech. You might want to start getting there now. Because there is no layover from this final session into control practice round number 1. Sam Isaacs.
Today when I was standing here, you could hear them slamming. Like it's pretty cool because the stock cars don't really hit the brakes. They kind of just ease off and go around the corner.
Marshall on cone 2, that'd be great. Cone 2, please.
Awesome Maddox, thank you for the broadcast and the great picture. It says
Cone 2.
Bodega Collector Proof. This feed is much better. Knocking Futz. This kind of event, are we going to see some appropriate attire for post-race interviews such as a tuxedo shirt? I would love to have a tuxedo shirt. Super Car Chow, great racing in sunny Florida. Go Team X-Ray. Well, you got Hagberg up here for X-Ray, I believe. I'm not sure what Donnie Leah drives. Or Hayato. But let's start out with our cars. Ollie Payne, we'll follow.
Please take cone 2 by the X-ray van.
We'll follow Ollie. These are the guys we got to follow in this one, Gene. That's first car, this red and this orange and red one, that pink one, and that green and white one, and then that's Orlowski is the white one. So let's try and follow. Whenever you want to switch over, let's try and follow at least one of these 7. So let's try and follow at least all of these cars if we can, because these are all really fast guys. Yep.
2, 6, 5, 8.
All right, so we're currently following Ollie Payne in that red and white collar from the UK. So he was the top guy coming into practice yesterday. Schumacher, as he comes down the line, that's an 11-2 right off the bat for Payne. Behind him, Mark Reinhardt.
Cone 2.
So we are currently following our top driver, Ollie Payne, as he comes zooming down the straightaway. Around that very round 183, the C segment behind him is,
All the way on the far left side.
I believe that's Hayato. We'll find out. There's Payne. Reinhardt in that all pink. There's Reinhardt in the pink car, your 2020 world champion. Won that with a Schumacher, now racing for Automatics. And behind him is actually his Schumacher rival of the Polish Punisher, who won the Florida Carpet Championships here a few weeks ago, overall, 2nd time in a row. So Orlowski now out there in front with an 11.023 flat. He is absolutely flying.
Thank you, racers. I appreciate it.
That's Orlowski and Reinhardt right there battling it out. Reinhardt in that pink car. Reinhardt comes by for an 11.199. Orlowski on a 33.4. 3-lap over. There you see Hagberg going by in that green car. All right, now we are following Mikhail Orlowski, who's in front, and Reinhardt, who's in 3rd. These guys are putting in some impressive drives, some impressive laps. Wow, Orlowski just carving around that 180 after the straightaway. You can literally hear these cars getting on the brakes when you're standing up and watching them. Orlowski from 11.4. He's now on a 33.7, 33.37. Still not best enough to beat Kemp Anderson. But still, 5 minutes and 43 seconds left to go. Oh, Reinhardt getting it wrong. That's going to take him off the pace. Let's follow Reinhardt for a little bit in that pink car, pink Automatics. Ollie Payne in third. Ollie Payne on a 33.3. Oh, no. Ollie Payne now to the top with an 11.053. He's on a 33.191. So he has set that new 3-lap pace. And Arlowski right behind him with a 33.3. So right now it's Payne, Arlowski, Reinhardt, Alexander Hagberg, Sam Isaac, Hayato Ishioka. No start from Donnie Lee.
I'm going to go to the green and white car now.
Okay. We're going to pick up on Hagberg, coming across the straightaway right now. Coming through this C section, Alexander Hagberg, two-time world champion. Not a world champion in this class, though. A world champion in Nitro touring car, as well as a 10-scale touring car. I told him we're starting a petition to get him to run Nitro touring car again and participate in the 10-scale worlds coming up in Costa Rica next year. Hagberg in his traditional green and white colors. He has the Swedish flag right on top of the cockpit. Hagberg has done a lot for the on-road genre of RC racing, constantly making videos. He's also got a whole invisible speed course dedicated to on-road as well. Yes, it's not even going to break 20 C. It's beautiful weather here in Florida. Absolutely beautiful. Supercar Show says, come to Minnesota if you want to feel cold. Yeah, I don't know if I want to feel that cold. And now we are following this yellow. We're back on Reinhardt. And there's Hagberg, who's just made some changes to his car. Looking to come back out. Oh, no, that's not good for Hagberg. He gets it wrong. These two have been going at it the entire time. Orlowski and Reinhardt. Reinhardt currently with a 33.3. Ollie Payne and Mikhail Orlowski. Mark Reinhardt to the top with a 33.1. So with that lap, we see Mark Reinhardt going to the top. Orlowski getting it wrong. Got to turn around and just avoid. There's Reinhardt going by. Looks like Orlowski broke his car. So does he have another car to bring out? So Orlowski breaking his car. We are back on board with Alexander Hagberg, who's currently 5th overall with his 3-lap time. So it's Reinhardt, Ollie Payne, Orlowski, Kemp Anderson, Alexander Hagberg, Sam Isaacs in 6th.
3 minutes left.
Oh, I apologize, Bodega. He won the Ifmar 12th scale title in two. Okay, I thought it was the 10th scale. I apologize. Thank you for correcting me. Bodega Collective Group. Thank you very much. Mucho gracias if you speak Spanish. Super Charles says it's -6 here. No, thank you. Actually, you can always get warm when you get cold. I should know that. I've had him on the podcast enough to know which world championships he's won, but I forget so much. But definitely, I told him yesterday, we're going to start a petition. I'd like to see him run Nitro again, get down to Costa Rica and do the 10-scale 200mm sedan. Worlds being held next October, I think it is. November? I think it's next November. So Reinhardt still out front with a 33.1, right behind a 33.182, and right behind him Ollie Payne with a 33.191. Mikhail Orlowski with a 33.3, but he is off the track after a bad crash. I believe that yellow car is, let's see. Nope. That has got to be Hayato. I'll see when they come back by. There's Reinhardt in the pink. Hayato in the yellow. And that's Sam Isaacs. Hold on, who's in the pink car? The fluorescent orange car. That's not checking. That's crazy. Ooh, what a great pass, though. Just set him up. Oh, that's Hayato. So that yellow car, not counting. I think that's Donnie Leah. So something going wrong with Donnie Leah's transponder, but that is his yellow car right there, I assume. That orange car is Sam Isaacs, who's going through the infield now.
1 minute left.
1 minute left in your top heat. Mark Reinhardt snatching that top pace of a 33.182 to a 33.191.
45 seconds.
Woo! hundredths of a second separated, thousands of a second. But right now we are following
Payne, Orlowski, Isaacs
Ishioka,
went off to that fourth spot by a thousandth of a
and
second.
I believe that is Donnie Leah,
34.57 for
because
Hagberg.
that car is not
Ishioka 34.09.
-6. Oof. That's pretty cold. I don't think I've ever been in that cold a temperature, ever.
15 seconds left.
You're talking to a man that's only seen snow 4 times in his life, too, or been in snow. So Donnie Lee has heard just no check on his car.
Drivers keep going until
That's Sam
everybody's all
Isaacs. All right. Mark Reinhard setting the fastest lap of an 11.025 and the fastest consecutive lap, 3-lap consecutive of 33.1. It's going to be Reinhard, Arlie Payne, Mikhail Orlowski, Kemp Anderson, Sam Isaacs, Alexander Hagenberg, Jan Raspberry, Hayato Ishioka, Kevin Hebert, and Yamashita, your top 10.
It's going to be Payne, Orlowski, Isaacs, Hagberg, Ishioka, and Leah did not register a time.
So Leah not registering a
Cars,
time.
one moment.
So we're everybody tuned in from around the world. We got 121 drivers. Hello, David. Q1 will start. Let me get my schedule out here tomorrow. Q1 actually starts tomorrow at after the morning 8-minute practice.
It's on.
All right, so tomorrow we open doors at 7 o'clock, 9 o'clock morning practice starts. So I'm assuming it took us about an hour and a half to get through this 8-minute practice. So I'm assuming that we'll see Q1 start at around 10:30 tomorrow morning, 10:30-ish. What's up, Jason? Tuning in from Michigan. Hello, Mr. Spashit. I really need to get you on the podcast. I'll contact you via Facebook so we can have a good chat. I remember seeing Spashit in the magazines back in the day. Actually, let me look at her. So tomorrow, Q1 is scheduled to start at 10:39 a.m. EST. So it's currently 9:38 a.m. here. I think we're 5 hours behind UK. So up next, though, is our first round of controlled practice, 8 minutes. TJ Bradley, Dave Vera, Joe Trandra, Craig Xavier, Billy Spence, Frank Calandra, Carl Bonta, Charles Yates, Rex Rose, and Joseph Chen. If you guys, we're just doing some tests out there. Can you hear the ambient noise in the background? If you can, just let us know in the chat. We have 6 heats of the 12 scale spec class. These guys are running 13.5 motors.
I apologize for my misuse of words. This is not a resort. Just putting it back into 1 minute to start. Technically, this is S number 1, seating number 1.
No ambient noise. Okay. Let me bump it up a touch. How about now? You guys getting some ambient noise?
45 seconds to the start of the race.
Okay, I bumped it up a touch. Just trying to find that perfect balance. I can't hear it, so.
I will ask for Sam Isaacs on the 3, Payne 4, Hagberg 5, Ishioka 6, 30 seconds, Leah 7.
Well, unfortunately, we can't really do anything about the announcer because it's an indoor. It's indoors and it's a big speaker right there. We can turn off the ambient noise if you wish, but then we won't hear the crashes. So we kind of just want it faintly in the background.
Cars to the grid, please.
Thank you,
Cars to the
Mihai.
grid.
We appreciate it. We appreciate you guys out. We always want to get this tuned in and perfect for everybody out there watching. We know you're going to be watching for a few days. So also, please don't forget to hit that like button
Just
on
to
that
reiterate,
YouTube
the
page.
start grid's going to go cars 1 through 10. So again, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 as the starting grid. So car 1, you will go on the tone. Everybody else, when your number is called,
Also, today, if you guys wish, we will be taking some requests because this is controlled practice. So if you have a particular driver that you want to see, let us know. We'll do our best to find them and show them some love. And you will hear the commentator, as we said, Sergio, because there's a speaker right there. So that's unavoidable. As we are currently following Carl Bonta and Billy Spence. Oh, that was rough. Very rough. So if you do have someone in particular that you would like us to follow, let us know their name, maybe their car color, and we will pick them up and show them some love for you. I know we have lots of people tuning in watching friends and family racing. And today would be the day to do it because once we get into qualifying, we will be following the fastest guys. As this is our first heat of the 13.5 spec class. This is our first round of control practice. Right now, TJ Bradley out on a 38.7, 38.7.23. So TJ Bradley coming from, I always said he was very fast in the on-road class. I think this is TJ right here we're following. That white car. Yep, that's TJ Bradley.
And racers, just a reminder,
this is his local track.
Now going into effect, you cannot switch cars in the middle of a race.
So
pick which one you want to run.
Ooh, that was a hard hit for TJ. So our RD laying down the law, no switching of cars. This is official seeding practice. So we won't see any more car switching. But right out front now is Craig Xavier. He's currently on a 38.4. Bradley on a 38.723. Xavier with the fastest lap for 12.684. But we are currently following this all-white car of TJ Bradley. Craig Xavier right in front of him in that green car. Xavier letting him by. So TJ looking to set down and improve on his 38.76. 38.716. Sergio. Oh no, we just want to get it right for you guys, Sergio. I wasn't taking it as a complaint, good buddy. Sergio Prati. Perfect. Office. Awesome. That's what we want. We want to get it right for you guys. So thank you very much. We appreciate that. It's hard because we're not listening to the feed. So we're only listening to what we have here. So we just want to always get you guys feedback and stuff. If you ever see it freezing or anything, let us know. And we're usually very good about getting all of that stuff fixed. Absolutely perfect, Sergio. Thank you. We appreciate that. So I like to do this. Let's see. Where is everybody watching from? What are you guys planning on doing this weekend, RC-wise? I'm super excited to be here as this 12 scale is something completely new for me. So this is all a new venture. But I love, oh, wow, TJ. Almost getting into some lap traffic. So TJ currently in second right now. But we have 5 more races left to go. 5 heats. If you want us to follow somebody, please let us know in the chat, and we will figure it out for you. We do have 8-minute practices, so Heracle CRC says, I am watching from Berlin in Germany. Good morning, good afternoon to you. It's afternoon over there now. Charlie and Fex. Oh, I know Charlie. I know Charlie Yates. Who's Fex? Do you mean Xavier? Rex. Oh, Rex Rose. Okay. So they're both from the Carolinas, says Peter. Sergio is in Belgium. Sergio Pradi in Belgium. Home of Kevin De Bruyne and Vincent Company, two of my favorite footballers ever.
With a 38-44, will set the early top three to try and beat. Bradley at a 38-71, Trandell 38-91.
So currently following
39s for both Spence and Vera, 18 and 19. 42s for both Yates and Cohen.
TJ Bradley.
25 and 58.
I think that's Charlie Yates in that orange car, if I'm not mistaken.
Both at 02 and 07.
I'll figure it out here in a second. I believe that's Charlie. Yep, so actually there's Charlie in that orange car. From the Carolinas. Races a lot. Charlie races a lot. Does a lot of off-road. Said he's been down here for a month doing the F-Series, getting ready for his 12 scale race. Good afternoon. I remember I've seen Charlie at Silver State. Lots of races here in the Southeast, so he is racing quite a lot. Oh yeah, he's not doing so well as a coach. No, he isn't. The Bruno has been injured for quite some time too. I hope he gets back. Love the way he plays. Company was a great center defender as well. As you can tell, I'm a Manchester City fan.
Xavier, Bradley, Trandell, Spence, Vera, your top five here. That's Yates, Comanche, Rabanta, and Rose.
All right, so we're following Charlie Yates, who's currently scored down in 6. He's on a 42.4, but Craig Xavier, the toast of the ton, a 38.445. So that's going to be the time to beat. Remember, this is the official seeding. I believe these are control practice, but they're basically the seeding rounds as it was explained to me. So this is ready for the qualifying. This is where they'll be, at the end of the day, their top seeding time will place them into their qualifying heats tomorrow. That's Rex Rose and Charlie Yates. So we're actually following two Carolina guys. Rex in that orange and white car. I guess they race with you up in the Carolinas. Hello, Matt Dickinson. Hello, Matt Dixon. Good to hear your voice, and congrats to Jared. Yep, Jared doing a great job here as RD. Hope all is well up there in Ontario with your son and your wife. Good to see you in the chat, my friend. Is it snowing there yet? Shout out to all of our friends up there in the great north of Canada. Canada, as some people call it. I call it Canada. I know. Long story about that. Well, right now we're following Rex Rose. We got 29 seconds left to go in this race. Your first heat of the 12 scale spec class. So this is your first round of control practice. So no switching cars or anything like that allowed in this practice.
15 seconds left.
We are good to go. 3 rounds of this, plus the opening ceremonies later on today. Always like the opening ceremonies. I remember the opening ceremonies at the 8 scale Worlds in Spain last year was definitely festive. Man, that was a great experience. Yep, all good players. All good players. Lukaku is still playing. Who's Lukaku playing for? Hazard retired. Yep. But I'm a Manchester City fan, so I'm always going to like De Bruyne. He is amazing what he can do.
38-44 will be the top 3 to beat for 5 more heats.
All right, so Craig Xavier, TJ Bradley, Joe Trandell, Billy Spence, Dave Vera, Charlie Yates, bumping up to that 6th place. Frank Calandra of CRC, Carl Bonta, Rexers, and Joseph Chen. He might not have his transponder hooked up. Absolutely, Charlie gets around. He races a lot. I think he's retired, so he gets around quite a lot to various races. Met him over the years. All right. Up next is Heat 2. Monty Pazenka, Pansika, Justin Hengefeld, Peter Robinson, Rick Fieldsticker, Just Isaacson, David Panther, Todd Mason, Steve McNichols, Chris Lockhart, and Ryan Prince.
David Kinger, Todd Mason, Stephen McNichols, Justin Henkelfeld.
Yanni Timosin, good afternoon from a cold and snowy Örebro, Sweden. 16C this morning. So getting warmer out of the negative 11C. Negative 11C. Negative 16C. Oh, yeah, that's pretty cool. Sweden. I want to go to Sweden badly. I want to go up to Scandinavia. Hang out there.
45 seconds to the start of the race. 30 seconds to the start of the race. Starting grid is going to be 7, 2, 10, 8. Okay, I'm sorry. It's going to be 1 through 10. 1 through 10, but there is no car 9 here. So car 10, you can go after car 8. 15 seconds to the start of the race.
Funny that American fan of is.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 10 is the starting grid.
I'm actually not American, Sergio.
Car 1 on the toe, and everybody else when your number is called in less than 5.
I'm from Bermuda. So,
2,
yes,
3,
sir.
4, 5.
But I do like American football as well.
7, 8, 10.
NFL. All right, so the time to beat is a 38.445 set by Craig Xavier in Heat 1. How long will that stand? As we are now onto our official controlled practice. As these drivers are now started on their 8-minute clock. Jess Isakason is now out to a 38.614. Knocking on the door at that time set by Xavier. Lots of time left, 7 minutes left to do that.
7 minutes left.
We're currently following that white and pink car. There's 2 white and pink cars out there. That's Jess Isakason, our top driver right now. I know why our cameraman's choosing that car. He loves pink. Just laughing at the comments. Jess out there throwing down a fast lap of a 12.788. He's currently in second with the top 3 consecutive laps of a 38.614. Justin right behind him of a 38.629. So this guy's separated by slithers of seconds.
6 minutes left. Engelfeld 38.62. Final sticker 84.
Isakson throws down a 12.879. So these guys looking to bump up their position in the qualifying grid starting tomorrow with Q1, which is scheduled to start at about 10:39 a.m. EST. And now we are currently following Steve McNichols in that white and blue car, who is currently down in 9th in this race. No check from Ryan Prince. I'm not sure if he's on the track or just not counting. I don't know. Maybe you would definitely want to count in this race because it's for something. There's Charlie Yates there hanging out doing his turn marshal duties. Ooh, that's a beautiful yellow and pink car that just went for a wild ride as he clipped the curbing. Ooh, that was very good line by that pink and white car just now. Very good. Let's see who this is when they come across the loop. He is looking very good out there, and that is Justin Engelfeld, who's currently in second at 12.709 is his fast lap. He just came by for 13.033. Engelfeld trying to improve on his time. He does have the fastest lap of the race so far of this heat. Looking good, Gene. Say hello to our cameraman, Gene Strout Jr. Doing an excellent job. And we have Patrick and Danny down there taking headshots. The on-road guys seem to be a little bit shy about getting the headshots done. We're going to have to get the RD to push them a little harder. It's very important. It makes the production a lot better when you can put a name to the car. So, but right now we're following Justin Hengelfeld in that very bright hot pink car and white front. We got to have some fun, Sergio. Got to have some fun. 3 minutes and 17 seconds left to go in this race. And now we're on board with this white car for green stripe. Let's see who it is. The Automatics, I would say. That's Peter Robinson. I know the Automatics guys have got their stickers right on their rear wing. So Peter Robinson up there in that all-white car. He is currently in 4th. In this heat, he is on his fastest lap is a 12.778. He's on a 38.850 consecutive lap pace. 3 consecutive laps, I apologize. Seeding, run 1. Seeding practice round 1. We have 3 rounds of seeding today. And Peter coming by for 13.326. But nobody in this heat so far beating Jess Isakson. Time of a 38.614, but nobody right now beating Craig Xavier's best 3 consecutive laps of a 38.445. Close, but not close enough. As they continue. As now we are back on board with this slightly lighter pink and white car. I believe this is Jess himself. Let's see when he comes by. Nope, that's Rick. File sticker. So Rick in that white and a little lighter shade of pink. Peter Robinson just in front of him. You guys are watching the 2023 Ifmar 12th Scale World Championships here at the Beachline RC Raceway in Cocoa Beach, Florida. We was driving around Cocoa Beach last night. We went to get some food, and I remember my buddy Danny was just amazed at how much Cocoa Beach has built up around here. Lots of tourists in town. Of course, we have the launching stations for all these space programs going on. And as we was informed that there will be a launch tonight, barring any strong winds or rain. It is a little bit chilly here. When I say chilly, it's very nice. I mean, still in shorts and a short sleeve shirt. Very low humidity. It is absolutely a beautiful day here in Florida, or as I like to call it, Floraustralia. Right now we're following Rick, who's doing on a very long 14.1 lap. They got 30 seconds left to go, so Jess looking to take the top driving spot in this heat and currently put himself in 2nd overall behind Craig Xavier. Don't forget, everybody, if you are watching this and you like what you're watching, please, please, please hit that like button in the YouTube chat. If you're watching us on Facebook, hit it there. Also, if you can do us a favor and go over to the Elite RC Productions Facebook page and smash that like button. Or if you're watching this on Facebook, please go over to the Elite RC Productions YouTube page and hit that like button. We have 860 subs, so we've gained about 20 subs since this morning. We are 140 away from 1,000. This is where the Elite RC Productions crew will be streaming all their work in 2024. We did a plethora of events this year in 2023. And well done to Jess Isakson, followed by Justin Hengefeld, Rick Sticker, Peter Robinson, and David Panther, your top 5 in this race. Nobody going faster than Craig Xavier. As we see the switch of drivers. I will be right back as I go over to our RD.
Starting grid will be cars 1 through 10. Car 1 on the tone, everybody else when your number is called in less than 5. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Chris Crowder. Seven minutes left.
About a minute 45 in here again. This is all based on top 3 consecutive fastest laps. Robbie Dodge with a 37.57 is the fastest so far. Max Kenning at a 37.69. Raymond Derrick 38.14. Fershing 38.19. Fugue at a 69. Evangelista at a 38.93. Alex Fournier 39.80. Crowder 40.19. Klober 40.68. And Greg Fangino 46.80. Robbie Dodge, quickest lap on the opening lap, 12.3. This is going to allow the top 4 to reset the time put up by Xavier. Again, that's Dodge, Kenning, Derrick, and Fershing, all resetting Xavier's previous top time. Race 4, you should already be through tech and waiting. Race 5, you should start thinking about it. Robbie Dodge, 37.57 is your top seed at the moment.
5 minutes left.
Kenning in second, Derek, Fershing, Fugue, and Evangelista have all eclipsed that 39-second barrier. Alex Fournier, 39.02. Crowder, 40.05. Klober, 40.68. And Greg Fangino, 43.46.
Four minutes left.
Past halfway, these cars basically have leveled off by now. Dodge and Kenning both in that 37-second barrier. Derek Fershing, Fugue, Evangelista in the 38s, Fournier 39. Crowder and Klober in the 40s, Greg 43. Robbie Dodge, the all-orange X-ray, working his way through the center, the left side, or the right side chicane if you're looking from the driver's standpoint of view. Dodge coming down that back straightaway now. Max Kenning working his way down the left side, S corners and down the straightaway. That's going to be the light blue. Raymond Derrick in the all white. Tom Fershing, red, black, and white. Zach Fugue in the pink.
Three minutes left.
Approaching the 6-minute mark here in seating practice, control practice round number 1. This is race 3 of 9, 12th electric track spec.
2 minutes left.
Heat 3 of 6. Here at the 2023 Ifmar 12th Scale World Championships, presented by Automatics USA. Right now, your top 5 on the top 3 consecutive would be Dodge, Kenning, Derek Fershing, and Craig Xavier. Overall, that is. Zach Fugue currently 6th overall, 5th on the racetrack. 1:30 left to go. Again, race 4 should already be through tech and waiting. Race 5, you should be getting there now. And again, just a reminder, folks, there will be a 10-minute delay after control practice round number 1 just to reseat it. You got a 10-minute delay.
One minute left. $45 left.
Dodge, Kenning, Derek Fershing, Fugue. Still that top 5 based on these top 3 consecutive laps.
30 seconds left.
Evangelista, Fournier, Crowder, Klober, and Fangio 6 through 10 with 25 seconds left.
$15 seconds left.
Drivers keep going till everybody's called done.
All drivers are finished.
Everybody running is finished, guys. Shut them down. Robbie Dodge will go to the top with a 37.57, followed by Kenning, Derek, Fershing, Fugue, your top 5. Evangelista, Fournier, Crowder, Klober, and Fanganil. Drivers, please deliver your cars to post-race tech and go immediately out to Marshall. Thank you. Again, marshals, please take your positions. This is session number 4 coming up right now.
Bird, Eric Anderson, Jorge Rodriguez, Brian Juca, Tim Kopp, Mark Calandra, Michael Bolt, Cody Burke. One minute to the start of the race. Nathan McNichols. 45 seconds to the start of the race. Seconds to the start of the race. The race.
Once again, drivers starting grid will go cars 1 through 10, so please position yourselves correctly based on your car number. Starts will be going in 5, 2, 3, 4. About a minute 35 in here. Cody with Kopp at 04, Bird 22, Calandra 37. Those are all inside the top 8 overall at the moment. Michael Bolt working his way around. Oh, I was wrong. That's the bright orange car, neon orange. Juca making a move up to 4th now at a 39.25.
5 minutes left.
Juca, Kopp, Rodriguez, Bird, Calandra, McNichols. Race tech inspector. You may. Bolt, Burke, Anderson, Juke, Bolt on lap 7, 12.63. Everyone else outside the top 20.
Three minutes left.
Go. Bolt, Burke, Anderson, Juca, and Kopp, your top 5. Race 5, you should already be through tech and prepared. Race 6, you should start thinking about it.
One minute left.
Followed by Burke, Anderson, Juca, Kopp, Bird, Rodriguez, Calandra, and Nathan McNichols. Do not touch your cars after the race has concluded.
Ayan. Liam Tyrell. Stefan Hoyes.
Marshals, please take your cones. And mark 4, 5, or 6 in this one. So the starting grid will still
1
go
minute to
through
the start of the
cars
race.
1 through. Please be aware you will be going after car 3. Once again, the starting grid is cars 1 through 10, so please position yourselves on the grid as you should. 2, 3. Good job, drivers. Good job. Approaching the 2-minute mark, not quite there yet. Mark Stiles is your top driver here, 37.91. Robertson 39.11. Liam Tyrell 40.07. Again, 1 session left of spec. $37.87, followed by Renee Yan, $38.04, 41 for Engel, and Tyrell, $40.07.
4 minutes left. Three minutes left.
Race 6, you should already be in tech and waiting. Modified race 7.